There are certain words a woman can say that reveal everything about where a relationship is going and how she truly views you. Most men overlook these moments. They make excuses. They hope things will improve. They try harder, thinking patience and effort will eventually fix everything. But some statements should never be ignored. When a woman says them, she is showing you her mindset, her level of respect, and her real intentions. And if you stay after hearing them, you may be setting yourself up for unnecessary pain. This isn't about anger, bitterness, or revenge. It's about protecting yourself as a man, your dignity, your time, and your emotional well-being. Many men get hurt not because women are evil, but because they refuse to walk away when the signs are obvious. They stay even after a woman clearly shows she does not value them. The truth is simple. A woman who respects you does not speak to you with contempt. And a woman who truly cares about you does not try to break you mentally or emotionally. When those lines are crossed, the correct response is not arguing, begging, or negotiating. The correct response is leaving. Today, you're going to hear 5 statements that should immediately raise red flags. These phrases reveal a woman's maturity, emotional state, and how she sees the relationship. These are not harmless jokes or accidental slip-ups. When a woman repeatedly says things like this, she means them. And ignoring them will eventually lead to regret. Some men think walking away makes them weak. In reality, it's the opposite. Weak men remain where they are disrespected. Strong men remove themselves quietly. You don't need to shout. You don't need to prove your worth. And you don't need to convince anyone of your value. Walking away is the final message. I respect myself more than I need your approval. Each of these 5 statements signals something serious. They may mean she doesn't value you. She may not see a future with you. She may feel superior to you. She may be keeping you as a backup. Or she may have already checked out emotionally. Once you hear them, the relationship is often already declining, it just hasn't completely ended yet. A woman who truly wants you protects the relationship. A woman who is finished with you often destroys it with her words. You don't teach someone to respect you by staying after they disrespect you. You teach them your value by walking away without hesitation. If you hear any of these 5 phrases, don't debate, don't argue, and don't try to convince her to stay. Just leave. 1. I don't need you. When a woman says, I don't need you, she's revealing how she truly sees the relationship. This isn't just anger talking. It's a statement about your place in her life. Women don't say this to men they genuinely respect. They don't say it to men they deeply value. And they definitely don't say it to men they are afraid of losing. When she says it, the message underneath is clear. You are optional. Replaceable. Unimportant. A healthy, independent woman can have her own career, goals, and life while still appreciating the man beside her. Independence isn't the problem. Disrespect is. When she throws those words in your face, she's telling you she doesn't see you as a partner. She sees you as someone she can walk away from without losing anything. Many men try to repair the situation. They explain themselves. They defend their value. They work even harder to prove they matter. But once a woman speaks like this, she has often already disconnected emotionally. You cannot argue your value to someone who has already decided it doesn't matter. Remember something important. When a woman respects a man, she doesn't talk to him this way, even during arguments. She may be upset. She may be emotional. But she will not attack your importance unless she wants to hurt you. And if she wants to hurt you, she's not acting like your partner. There's another message hidden behind this phrase. She believes she has better options. A woman does not push away a man she is afraid to lose. When she says she doesn't need you, what she really believes is that you need her more than she needs you. Once that imbalance appears, the relationship changes. She stops trying. She stops appreciating. She stops valuing what you do. And if you stay after hearing that, you teach her something dangerous, that you will tolerate being devalued. After that, the disrespect usually grows. She may start talking down to you, making decisions without you, treating you like a backup plan. Because she already told you the truth, you just chose not to hear it. Walking away isn't emotional. It's logical. If a woman wants to prove she doesn't need you, believe her. If she wants a life without you, don't stand in the doorway blocking it. Men often lose themselves trying to convince the wrong woman of their worth. But a man with self-respect doesn't beg or cling. When she says she doesn't need him, he simply leaves. Because a woman who truly loves you will never feel the need to say that. 2. You're too emotional. Sometimes this phrase isn't shouted during an argument. Sometimes it's said quietly, almost casually. But the meaning behind it is serious. When a woman says you're too emotional, she's not criticizing communication. She's attacking your masculinity. She's labeling your feelings as weakness. And once she starts seeing you that way, respect begins to fade. Here's the truth. Real men experience emotions. Real men feel pressure, stress, disappointment, and frustration. But when a woman uses your emotions against you, she's showing that she doesn't care about protecting your mental well-being. Instead of supporting you, she judges you. A good woman listens. A mature woman understands. A loyal woman values honesty. But a woman who mocks your emotional side sees herself above you. She expects you to carry every burden silently. She wants your strength, but has no patience for your vulnerability. She wants a protector but refuses to protect you. This statement also reveals something deeper. She is not a safe place for you. If a man cannot share his truth with his partner, then he is already standing alone in the relationship. Many men stay silent for this exact reason. They fear being labeled weak, sensitive, or dramatic. And once she uses that label, it rarely stops. Later, during arguments, she'll repeat it. You're overreacting. You care too much. You're being dramatic. Each time, the respect erodes a little more. Eventually, you stop opening up. You stop trusting her. And then she blames you for becoming distant, never realizing that she created the distance. There's another truth beneath this phrase. A woman usually says this only when she isn't afraid of losing you. If she respected you, she would choose her words carefully. If she valued you, she would comfort you, not mock you. And if she says it publicly, it's even worse. That means she doesn't just lack respect, she enjoys embarrassing you. A relationship cannot grow with someone willing to tear you down to feel powerful. When a woman devalues your emotions, you don't argue. You don't beg for understanding. You walk away. Because a woman who loves you will never call you weak for having feelings. 3. You deserve better than me. At first, this sentence sounds gentle. It sounds humble, even caring. Many men think it means she's insecure or afraid of hurting them. But the real meaning is very different. When a woman says, "You deserve better than me," what she's really saying is that she has no intention of giving you what you deserve. It's an escape line. A way to step back without appearing like the villain. She's signaling that she will not put in the effort, commitment, or growth needed for the relationship. Instead of admitting she doesn't want to try anymore, she hides behind a soft excuse. A woman who truly wants you does not push you away. A woman who values you does not tell you someone else should treat you better. And a woman who sees a future with you does not run from responsibility. This phrase usually appears after she has already made up her mind. She checked out emotionally before you even realized something was wrong. You're only hearing the words after she stopped trying. She could improve her effort. She could change her attitude. But she won't, because she doesn't see you as someone she's afraid to lose. Many men miss the hidden purpose of this sentence. She's preparing you for the end. It's a gentle rejection disguised as kindness. But the message is clear, she's done investing. If she truly believed you deserved better, she would try to become better. She would fight for the relationship. She would communicate and grow. Instead, she chooses the easy exit. What she's really saying might be, I'd rather give my effort to someone else. Or, I'm done, but I don't want to take responsibility. Women don't push away men they are deeply in love with. They push away men they no longer value. The mistake many men make is arguing against her statement. You're amazing. I only want you. You don't need to change. But defending her after she has already devalued herself lowers your own worth. A man with self-respect does not wait for someone who already said she won't be the partner he needs. He believes her words and moves on. If she says you deserve better, prove her right. Leave and find better. 4. I never asked you to do anything for me. This sentence cuts deeper than most men realize. When a woman says this, she is dismissing every effort you've made. Your time, your support, your sacrifices, your loyalty. All of it is reduced to nothing. Women usually say this when they no longer appreciate what you bring to their life. It means your effort went unnoticed. Your presence went unvalued. Your sacrifices went unrecognized. A good woman appreciates a man who tries. She notices the small things, checking on her, supporting her goals, being present during difficult moments. But when a woman says this line, she is showing zero gratitude. Sometimes it's also a form of manipulation. Instead of acknowledging her own behavior, she flips the situation so she doesn't have to feel guilty. If she convinces herself your effort meant nothing, she can walk away without remorse. There's another dangerous belief hidden in this phrase. She has started seeing your effort as weakness instead of strength. Your loyalty became routine. Your presence became guaranteed. And when someone believes you'll always be there no matter what, they stop respecting what you do. Think about what she's really saying. She believes she owes you nothing in return. No loyalty. No respect. No effort. Because in her mind, you gave freely, and she simply accepted it. Some men respond by trying even harder. But that usually makes things worse. When someone believes you expect nothing back, they give nothing back. The relationship quickly becomes one-sided. And often this phrase appears when she has already detached emotionally. She's preparing herself to leave while convincing herself that she did nothing wrong. A woman who respects you acknowledges your effort, even during conflict. But when she says she never asked for anything, she is saying there is no team anymore. No partnership. No appreciation. You don't stay with someone who treats your effort as meaningless. You don't argue. You simply leave and let her experience the silence that comes when a man who truly cared is gone. 5. Maybe we should take a break. Many men hear this and assume it's temporary. They think she's just stressed, confused, or overwhelmed. But in many cases, a break is simply a softer version of a breakup. It allows her to detach without looking like the bad person. Women rarely take breaks from men they deeply love. They take breaks from men they are unsure about or no longer excited about. A break puts you on hold while she explores life without you. She gets freedom without guilt, distance without responsibility, flexibility without accountability. Many men fall into this trap. They say, take all the time you need. They promise to wait. But while you're waiting, she usually isn't. She's experiencing life without the relationship, meeting new people, exploring attention she didn't allow herself to consider before. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Breaks rarely fix relationships. They test whether she feels happier without you. If she truly wanted to fix things, she would stay and work through them. She would communicate. She would compromise. She would rebuild with you. A break avoids all of that. No explanations. No loyalty. No effort. And sometimes she comes back later, but only if the outside world didn't meet her expectations. If other options didn't work. If excitement didn't replace stability. But a man with self-respect does not sit on a shelf waiting to be chosen again. He doesn't agree to be paused and resumed. If a woman needs time away from you to decide your value, she has already made her decision. A woman who loves you doesn't leave to see if the grass is greener. She waters the ground she stands on with you. So when she suggests a break, don't argue. Don't negotiate. End it clearly and walk away. When a woman speaks, she reveals who she is and how she sees the relationship. Most men aren't hurt because they missed the signs. They're hurt because they ignored them. They held on to potential. They hoped things would change. They believed love alone could fix everything. But when her words show disrespect, detachment, or indifference, the right response is simple. Leave. If she says she doesn't need you, she's already separating emotionally. If she calls you too emotional, she doesn't respect your vulnerability. If she says you deserve better, she's done trying. If she dismisses your effort, she doesn't value what you give. If she asks for a break, she's preparing for life without you. These are not small comments. They are clear signals about her mindset. And once those signals appear, the relationship has already shifted. Trying harder won't fix it. Changing yourself won't fix it. Loving harder won't fix it. Walking away is not weakness. It's self-respect. A man protects his dignity by refusing emotional disrespect. You don't yell. You don't chase. You simply leave. Because silence is often the clearest statement a man can make. And when you walk away, something powerful happens. You stop giving energy to someone who never valued it. You stop fighting for someone who wasn't fighting for you. You stop investing in something that was already ending. And eventually, she may realize what she lost. Because loyalty is rare. A man who truly cared, supported, and stood beside her is not easy to replace. But even if she regrets it later, your job isn't to wait. Your job is to choose yourself. Your peace matters. Your future matters. So if you ever hear these words, take them seriously. Believe what she shows you. And respect yourself enough to walk away. Because a woman who truly wants you protects the relationship, she doesn't destroy it with her words.